And very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net for Wednesday, December 27th. And this is the last Maritime Fusion Net of 2023. Before we get started, do we have any emergency or priority traffic for the net? And this is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1 JBL. My name is Jim, and I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritime Room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime Province, is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube at Rob VE1RMJ. That's Romeo Oscar Bravo, the Victor Echo 1 Romeo Mike Juliet. Rob VE1RMJ. So that everybody can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After the maritime stations are called in, stations roadside area will get a chance to check in. A reminder, due to delay in the system, please key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the PGT button on for a second or two after your transmission has finished. Right? Okay, first of all, do we have any announcements for the net? Any announcements? Go ahead, please. Not hearing anything. I'll let everybody know that exercise handshake took place last night, and this was the 15th anniversary of exercise handshake. It started in December of 2008 and has been going every Tuesday since. So last night was the 15th anniversary of exercise handshake. And of course, like I say, this is the last net for 2023 of Maritime Fusion Net. So this finishes up year 4 of the Maritime Fusion Net that started at the same time as the CQ Maritime Room started. So the net's been going for 4 years there. So this wraps up for the 4th year. And I will be giving a recap to everybody who's on my list here of the check-ins that we've had for the 4 years since we started here. I'll send that out later on tonight or tomorrow, just so everybody knows the totals for each year. And totals are down this year, by the way. So, anyways, we'll send that out to everybody. Everybody can see here. Any other announcements for the net before we get started? Okay, first of all, let's call any short time stations or mobile stations. Short time stations that can't hang around for the net, or mobile stations. One at a time, guys. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-ray.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo Portable.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra, short time.
Okay, that's a good start there. I have VE1ABX, VE1MY, VE9OSK, VE1 Juliet Sierra. Any other short time or mobile stations? Short time or mobile stations? Go ahead, please.
Victor Alpha 1, Charlie Bravo Charlie, short time.
EEN, short time, portable.
Okay, I got a couple more there, and I might have missed one. I got VA1 CBC and VE9 DEN. Was there another station in there?
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, VE1 FOX, short time.
Okay, very good. I didn't hear any mobiles in there, so everybody is short time here, so we'll get right out of there. And Guy, welcome back to the Maritimes here, and VE1ABX, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, thank you Thank you, Jim, and congratulations on the 4 years for the Maritime Net. I've been checking in over the couple of years anyway. Not too much going on here, Jim. Just in the mobile, waiting to unload here in Moncton at Walmart. That's a truck driver and coming to Walmart. Expect to stay at least 4 hours. So that's my warning. Anyway, I will say 7-3s. I hope everybody on the net, anybody listening, has a wonderful New Year's. And I'll get out of here and turn it back to you there, Jim. 730 VE1 AVX.
VE1 AVX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, guy. Good at everything there, and thanks very much for coming in there. And it's been good chatting to you all across the country there, and I'm sure we'll do it again here before too long there. So, anyways, glad you made it back home there, and have a good New Year's yourself there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Amherst and see Mike. VE1MY, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. V1 JBL, V1MY. I got something else going on here, so I'm just going to make it short and sweet. And Happy New Year to all. VE1MY.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Good to hear you on there. Thanks very much for coming in, and we'll be talking to you for sure there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Moncton, or yeah, let's see Oscar, VE9 OSK, VE1 JBL.
V9 GBL, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, portable VE2. I'm in the Magdalen Islands tonight, so that's why I took it early there. I've been trying to get in contact on HF there. I also got a station set up for HF. It doesn't seem to be transmitting from what I can see there. Receives really good, but just mistakes. That's what I've been working with there. I want to say hi to everybody down in Moncton Diet there. If they and be on the frequencies listening there. Thanks for calling me in there for this net, and Happy New Year to everybody. Should be back home around the 30th probably. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo /V2. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar, and good on being over on the Magdalen Islands here. Yeah, that's on our bucket list there. At least we made it to Newfoundland this past year, Oscar, so I guess if we made it to Newfoundland, we can also make it up to the Magdalen Islands there, and hopefully we'll do that one of these years here. So very good, thanks. I know you've been on there before there, different times there, so I know we've chatted before about the Magdalen Islands there. So have yourself a great stay over there. 7-3, and maybe try the Maritime Net on 3750, Oscar. I don't know if you can check in on that one or not, but that'd be a good test for the HF there if you can get the 3750. But maybe you're not set up for 80 meters either. So, but anyways, thanks, Oscar, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Sandy Cove and see John. VE1JS, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1 JBL on the net, V1 JS. Good evening to all. A little foggy here today, a little bit of rain, but other than that, not bad. And we just wish everybody, hope everybody had a great Christmas. Wish everybody a prosperous and particularly healthy and safe New Year. 7-3, V1 JBL on the net, V1 JS.
Yeah, okay, very good, John. Good at everything there. Thanks very much for checking in tonight, and thanks for taking part in the net there over the year there. Sure do appreciate it there. So 7-3, and have yourself a great evening there. And let's go into Borden. I don't know if you're home or not. You're a little light on the mic there, Borden, so I'm not sure if you need to turn up the mic again or not there. But anyways, come on there. VA1 CBC from VE1 JBL. Victor Alpha 1, Charlie Bravo Charlie, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Borden, go ahead. Nothing heard from VA1 CBC. Maybe I'll try him later on there. Let's go way up north to see Denny, VE9 DEN, VE1 JBL.
V1 VGL Jim V9DN. Well, there you go. Congratulations there for so many years doing the net here. It's on there. God, the time passes fast, that's for sure. God, yes, sir. Well, I'm speaking to you to Fusion Portable, but to open spot that's hooked up to VE2 LAN, and from VE2 LAN is hooked up to St. Quentin or Kidgwick to V1 MIK. That's on. He did something to hook it up on the system here. So that's the way it works. I don't know how it sounds to you. It'd be nice to know. And I wish everybody a great end of the year there coming, and a great year to come there for sure. So 7-3 to all, and please enjoy the radio. Don't be shy. And the net here this evening on 3750 is down to 3748 tonight because of they're having a problem over there. I think it's Roger doing the net this evening. So for the Maritime Net there on HS. 7-3 Jim, 7-3 to all, 88 ladies. We'll turn it back to you. VE1 VE1 VGL, Bravo Juliet Lima, V9DEN, over.
Okay, very good. Did it good and everything, and good on the repeater and how it's set up there, so no problem at all there. Good to hear you in there from Dalhousie tonight there, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go see George over on the island, VY2GF, the VE1JBL. Any parks this week, George?
Negative on the parks, Jim, and well, hello to everybody in the net, and thank you for doing the net, Jim. I think the last one was what I did at Point Prim. When was it? The 17th. Anyway, looking forward to 2024. Parks, lighthouses, you name it. So I hope everybody has a happy new year. Victor Yankee 2, Golf of Foxtrot.
Yeah, okay, very good, George. Good on everything there, and good on the parks for 2024 and the lighthouses. Yeah, I got myself a T-shirt for Christmas. My sister-in-law knew that I was interested in Parks on the Air, so she went online and got me a T-shirt with Parks on the Air there. So I'm all set for next summer now, George. But anyways, very good. Thanks very much for coming in, and have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to 3 Miles Plains and see Curtis, VE1 FOX, VE1JBL.
Victor Echo 1, Julia Bravo Lima, Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray, here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all the other operators on this evening. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I hope they have a great New Year's coming up on us there. Well, Santa Claus brought me COVID. Jim, of all things to bring me, I thought he said cold, but it ended up being COVID instead of cold. So there, yeah, I'm suffering from low COVID now, so. Excuse me, I'm hanging on there anyways, and hopefully soon it will be over. So that's about it. Not really much happening down here. The weather was damp today. It didn't really call it rain. It was more of a heavy mist, but she sure is wet out there. No snow. Well, that's one good thing. This stuff all ran off, but did come down. Anyway, Jim, that's about it from here, so I guess we'll give it back to you and go back and lay down for a while, I guess. So everybody have a great New Year. So VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net for 2023. And we'll be going into 2024. Take care, Jim. Have a great one. VE1 JBL, VE1 Foxtrot, Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Take it away, Jim. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Curtis, and sorry that you got the COVID again, but it is going around, that's for sure. We went, of course, I noticed the last couple of weeks here before Christmas, when we were going shopping, there was quite a few people starting to wear the mask again, and a lot of the checkouts, the girls at the checkouts were all wearing masks and that, so it still is around. It hasn't disappeared or anything, so it is out there, but anyways, I'm sure you've had your shots, and it makes it a whole lot easier if you had your shots there for sure. So, anyways, take care, and we'll hear you in 2024. So 7-3 for now. Okay, that was our first round of that was our round of short time stations and mobile stations. So we're going to open it up now for our provinces. So we'll start with Prince Edward Island. Any stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? PEI stations, go ahead. Any stations from PEI stations that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? This is your time. PEI stations, go ahead. Nothing heard. And before I call in New Brunswick stations or Nova Scotia stations, I'm going to call in. I'll call in Borden again. VA1 CBC, VE1 JBL. Borden, did you make it back?
Yes, good evening, Jim. Just calling out from Northport here. It's been a lovely day here on the Northumberland Strait. Temperatures in the 3 to 5 range in mid-afternoon. Not a breath of wind out there today, Jim. It was just flat calm, mirror calm out on the bay bird. Wishing everybody a happy new year, and thanks for doing the net. The A1 CBC out.
Okay, very good, Borden. And I see you're using the 7250. I also have that radioed in the out in my truck there. And Borden, you're very, very light on the audio, so you may want to turn up the mic gain on that radio. It's in under the menu, and go in for the mic gain, and then turn it up a little bit. I had to turn the radio up almost 3/4 here to actually hear you there. So just for your information there, that the mic gain should go up a little bit on that radio. But once I turn the volume up, you're fine. Anyways, thanks, Borden, for coming in. Sure do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, let's go to Nova Scotia. Let's stay in Nova Scotia here, and we'll take a first round of stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Stations from Nova Scotia. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Papa.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee.
DE1 PF.
Echo 1, Charlie Bravo. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Hotel Lima.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey V1 JW.
Well, what a nice orderly group that was. Very good, guys. Yeah, I got you all there. No problem. I'll tell you who I have here. I have VE1GP, VE1GUI, VE1 Papa Sierra, VE1CB, VE1CHL, and VE1JW. Any other stations from Nova Scotia or anybody that I missed? Go ahead, please. Stations from Nova Scotia.
Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec. Here, Mike.
Okay, stations here. I got Brian, VE1IQ, and Frank, VE1FSM. Let's go to the top of the list here. VE1 Golf Papa, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Gord, and thanks very much for the check-in on WinLink there last night. The peer-to-peer contact worked really well, so that was a lot of fun last night there. VE1GP, VE1 JBL. VE1GP, VE1 JBL. I think let the foot off the gas there, Gord. Go ahead, please.
VE1 JBL, VE1 GP. How do you read me now? Over.
Yep, I got you that time, Gordy. Come on in.
VE1. Well, VE1 GP, yeah. Good day down here in Swiss Cove. I had a nice week for Christmas, and thank you for all the work you do, Jim, in amateur radio. So, 7-3, and Happy New Year, VE1 GP.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gord. Thanks to, it's good to have you on board there tonight, and thanks again for taking part in Exercise Handshake on Wind Lake there last night. And I got three P2Ps there last night there, so it worked out well there. 7-3, have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go down to Clam Point, or way down the bottom of Nova Scotia, and we'll talk to Joe, VE1 GUI, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 GUI. Good evening there, Jim. Here on the Maritime Fusion Net here tonight. Everything went pretty good here today. I jogged up for Yarmouth to do my service call for my vehicle. Got that done. I had them prepaid, but I got to the 10th one, and I guess that was it. I thought I was going to go a little bit more than that, but they said up to 10, that's as far as you go with your prepaid stuff, so I said, well, okay then, if that's the case, I'm done all my payments. No, they wouldn't go with that one. But anyway, other than that, I guess everything went pretty good. But no, we had a foggy day here today. I don't know what the temperature's been up to, but I'd say up around 6 or 7, or maybe even 8. I never checked to see what it was. Some of these little thermometers, if I don't reset them every time on the highest points, they'll give me some foolish readings. So anyway, I didn't do that yet. But anyway, other than that, we got 4.0 here right now. I think we're gonna have another couple of days of mild weather. So I think Friday, we got a little wind coming from the southeast. So. Excuse me. Anyways, I guess we'll have to go with some of them once in a while. It's going to be a mild winter, what it tells me. VE1 JPL, VE1 GUI.
VE1 GUI, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Joe. Thanks for checking in there tonight. Good on everything, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you down the log here, 7-3 for now. And Peter, VE1 PS, VE1 JBL, and Peter, thanks for taking part in Wind Lake there last night. That was good to hear you in there also. VE1 PS, VE1 JBL, go ahead.
V1 JBL in the group, V1 PS. I'm coming to you through my own node here. I got my FT2D hooked up last night, so hopefully it sounds okay. You had me a little curious with regards to the wind link last night. I'm not in the list of 12 that you shared early today. I took a look at my outbox, definitely went. I looked at I copied myself and you actually. I copied my Gmail account and it showed up there. So maybe it was an oversight on the list, or just if you could confirm when you get a minute after the net that it was received in good order and go from there, so I know there's no problems on this end. And somebody earlier said they had COVID for Christmas. Well, that would be more than one of us. Last Tuesday, my wife came down with it. Wednesday, I got hit with it. Tuesday was also the day that my son went in for an emergency appendectomy. And my daughter was at her boyfriend's out in Enfield, and at 25 years old, he came down with the chicken pox. So, it's been a fairly quiet Christmas. But we're a week into it now, and Nova Scotia Health says if you're asymptomatic at 7+ days, then you can return to the fray. So, jumped in today and masked up and hit Costco for some replenishment. Back to you, Jim.
VE1 PS, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Peter. And yeah, hopefully you guys get over that COVID and all the other illnesses there for the past couple weeks there. Yeah, I'm just looking on the recap that I sent out from John, and I don't see there, Peter, at all. Although I did get a message from you through WinLink. I did get a message from you. That's how I knew you were in there, is because I did get a message from you that you were there. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure you checked in. Did you check in with John at CWJ, or did you check in with me? Because I know I did. I did get a message from you about WinLink there, Glenn.
Well, I actually shared it. I sent it to CJW, V1CJW, and I also copied you. And just to make sure I saw it come back, in the CC line, I included my VE9NPS@gmail email address, and I did see it show up there. So probably just an oversight, and as long as you got it, then it's telling me it's working okay.
Yep, I have it up on the screen here on my WinLink page here now, Peter. And yep, we got it in here. No problem at all there. It was to John and to me. Care of VE9NPS@gmail.com, source VE1PS. And it was through Telnet. And all the information from the Dartmouth ARC, one operator, generator, and via VE1HRE, and from Peter. So we did get your information there, Peter. So yeah, we probably just need an oversight on his part, because it was sent to both of us there. So we have you in there. And again, thank you very much for taking part there. We had 15 contacts on WinLink, and it really went well. So hopefully once these classes get going here in January, we'll get some more people on there. So it worked out fine there last night. Thanks, Peter. And thanks again for coming in there. Have yourself a great evening, and 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down and see Claude. Back down the Yarmouth area. VE1 Charlie Bravo, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 CB, yes. Like Joe said, it was a foggy day today, and he gave the temperature, I think he said 4. Well, it's +6 right here in Sluice Point, which is 10 miles south of Tuscan. So, Joe, if you want some heat, come up this way. Hi. Anyway, nothing else to report tonight. Thanks for doing the net, Jim. And hope everybody had a very good Merry Christmas, and wish everybody a Happy New Year and good health next year. VE1 JBL, VE1 CB.
Yeah, okay, very good, Claude. Good and everything there, and hopefully we'll hear you again in the new year there. So 7-3, and thanks very much for taking part in the net over the year there. Okay, let's go into Bible here and see Scott. VE1, no, Bible Hill. Let's go into, it's not Truro Heights. I think that's where he actually says he's from here. Scott, VE1 CHL, VE1 JBL. And did you try anything more on WinLink, Scott? I was hoping you'd contact me again. We'd try another peer-to-peer there. VE1 CHL, VE1 JBL. Go ahead.
VE1 JBL, VE1 CHL. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone that's listening. I am in Bible Hill, by the way, and you were right the first time. To answer your questions first, yes, I have been successful on WinLink. I've been on Jeff and sent a couple of emails there, Jim, so I seem to have things working there right now. I'm not sure what the issue was, but it seems to be working, and sometime I'm around, we'll give you a holler, see if you're around, and we'll try the peer-to-peer again, and just to confirm it. But this morning there on the WinLink Wednesday, I was able to get my message through, I think it was on 20 meters from a station down in Virginia or somewhere around there. And everything went well there. So anyhow, had a great Christmas here. Been busy though, traveling and visiting people, so I wasn't around last night. And I'd like to wish everyone a happy and prosperous and healthy new year coming up. VE1 CHL 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Scott. Good on all the traveling around for Christmas there, and good on the HF contacts there in Wingling. Yeah, very good. And I know another couple that tried, three actually operators that tried to connect me on peer-to-peer. We actually figured out that between my end and their end, we had to make sure that we put peer-to-peer in both the new message, because when you bring up a new message, it'll ask for peer-to-peer. You got to put peer-to-peer in the new message, and then you got to put peer-to-peer in the open session when that opens up. That's the second place you got to put it. So peer-to-peer has got to show up in two places, or the message will not go. It'll attempt, but it won't be successful. So, anyways, I don't know if that's any help to you or not there, but it did help a couple of the other ones out that we were trying out there. Anyway, Scott, I'm sure we'll get it handled out there. So, thanks again for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down and see Eric down in Greenwood, the E1JW, the E1JBL. And how's your Christmas, Eric? And any amateur radio goodies?
Yeah, very good, Jim. Yeah, no amateur radio goodies. Nothing this year. We didn't have time to do much shopping. My wife was, as I said, fell there 2 weeks ago and had her in the fracture clinic today. And he says, well, it looks like things are starting to heal, but probably still be another 4 weeks at least before she's anywhere near 100%, and even then may never be 100%, but at least better. And so we spent the day in there today and getting that checked out. And so she's moving around, but she's moving a bit now, so she wasn't at first. So she's doing a little bit better, so that's good. Slow recovery, I think, as one of my younger brothers said, who was in the medical profession at one time. He's retired now, but said as we get older, we heal a lot slower. And saw a cartoon one day on Facebook, and it said, send this to all your older friends. Be cautious as you get older. Do not fall and break things. We are like classic cars. Parts are hard to find.
Yeah, Roger, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one for sure there. Yep, the older we get here, it's going to be harder to get things healed up there. But, yep, the older we get, the harder to find the parts. I agree 100%. Anyways, thanks, Eric, for coming in, and hopefully she'll do better there. And I know you're doing all the housework there, so that's keeping you busy. So it takes time away from radio. So there you go. Anyways, Eric, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go over and see Brian, VE1IQ, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VE1IQ. Good evening there, Jim, and unusual day for me. We run into the city, do some shopping there, and
VE1IQ, VE1JBL. I'm not sure if you're on a portable and the battery died or what, Brian. Try it again. Yeah, I'm thinking he was on. I didn't check before as he was speaking. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll call Frank in. Then I'll call Brian in again. VE1FSM in Amherst, VE1JBL. And I forgot to check in Monday night, Frank, and then I was going to email you and ask you how many you had there, so maybe you can let me know there. VE1FSM, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike. Good evening, Jim. Good evening, everybody else on net tonight. And yeah, Christmas Day net there Monday night was 20 check-ins. It's kind of surprised me. I really honestly wasn't expecting that many. So we actually finished up around 8:30. And sorry to hear all these people there that are testing positive with COVID and stuff. But here's a little tidbit for everybody. The green test kits. My wife works at the hospital, and they advise people to throw them out and go get the blue one. It's free, so apparently you can get a false negative. So in other words, you can be positive, and it's still telling you you're negative. So apparently there's a problem with them somewhere along the line in the testing. Great to know that after, 2 years? Always good. yeah, Jim, I actually did get myself a nice little mount for my FTM 400 to go into the car. Goes into the cup holder, and the head just mounts right to that. And then I've got the extension cable for the microphone, and we'll hook up some power and the coax, and off we go. Anyway, Jim, no other traffic, so we'll turn her back to you. VE1JBL, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike.
Yeah, okay, very good, Frank. Good and everything there in the radio and the car there. Good stuff. Yeah. And, yeah, I see that on the news last week. They were talking about the kits here, the original kits that everybody had there when COVID first started. Apparently, everything was made in China. I guess everything was made in China. And it come out that some of these things, they weren't working as good as they were supposed to. So, and I didn't know anything about a blue kit. So I'll have to keep that in mind there. We just picked up another couple of kits here at the library here last week, but I think it's just the original ones that we had before. So anyways, we always want to keep one around the house there. So we hadn't got one in quite a while there. So Wendy picked a couple up there last week there at the library. So anyways, we'll have to keep an eye out for the blue one. What is it, Frank? It's just a blue box instead of the green box?
Yeah, well, I know here in Amherst, you can actually pick them up at the main entrance of the hospital, and you can pick them up at the emergency room. I picked one up last night, and they actually say if you're feeling sick and it comes back as a negative, to still test yourself 48 hours later, because it can take time for the COVID to show up. So, but that was pretty much it. It was telling you were negative, and here you were positive. Not good. So, like I said, we've been using that for a couple of years. So, now that I've got the one in the blue box, I'll be throwing those green ones away.
Yeah, okay, very good, Frank. Good to know. Good to know, that's for sure. Okay, very good. Thanks very much for coming in there. And have yourself a great evening, and Happy New Year, Frank. And maybe we'll be talking to you, I'm sure, before the end of the year there. So, 7-3 for now. Okay, with that's the first round of Nova Scotia. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into New Brunswick. So any stations from New Brunswick that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, stations from New Brunswick only. Go ahead, please.
Papa Alpha Lima and L.
Echo Charlie.
Victor Echo 9 Sierra Delta Hotel.
Have E1 Tango United. I think I got stepped on.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar.
Okay, there's a good start from New Brunswick. I have VE9PAL, VE1JEC, VE9SDH, VE1 Tango United, VE9 Mike Oscar. Who did I miss from New Brunswick? Stations from New Brunswick. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, VE9 GC. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Papa Romeo.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha, VE9 MCA, portable.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE9 NA.
Okay, I got 4 more stations here. I got VE9GC, VE1JPR, VE9MCA, and VE9NA. Top of the list, Paul, very good evening. VE9PAL, VE1JBL.
Yeah, VE1JBL. This is VE9PAL. How you doing there, Jim? And Gord, my neighbor, and Mike, and Nelson, and everybody else on the net. Not much going on here. Beautiful day here out in Tim Horton land. You guys all have a good New Year's coming up. Be careful with that freezing rain coming. Drive safe. VE9PAL.
VE9PAL, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Paul. Good and everything there. Yeah, I guess, what is it, not tomorrow, but the next day? I did see it on the weather there, but it's supposed to go right through our area, through the Moncton area and through our Amherst area and out here at Tignish and over at PEI. So just seems a line, the swath going right through the Maritimes, that area there. So we'll keep an eye out for that in a couple of days there when he gets here. Thanks, Paul, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up and see Jody at the Woodstock First Nation. VE1JEC, VE1JBL. Come on in.
VE1JBL and the Maritime Fusion Net. VE1JEC. Well, good evening there, Jim, and all in frequency. Yes, we had a pretty good Christmas up here at Woodstock First Nation, so we're all getting ready for New Year's. That's coming up here pretty soon, and we're ready for our snowstorm for Friday. I think we're looking for like 10 centimeters, so I got my shovels all ready. We're ready to go. Anyhow, not much else going on up here, Jim. Just a quick check-in there. Say 7-3 to all, 88 of ladies out there. And I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. 7-3 there, Jim. Thanks for calling me and thanks for doing the net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jody. Good to hear you on there. I don't hear you too often here, so great to get you in there tonight there. So since you're not in there very often, I'll wish you a Happy New Year and all the best for 2024 there for sure. 7-3, and thanks again for checking in there. Okay, let's go over to Sussex and see Scott. And boy, that new antenna system is working really well, Scott. You're just booming in here, except you're sitting beside me. VE9SDH from VE1JBL.
VE1JBL and the net this evening. I'm really glad to be into the Maritime Net this evening, Jim. Thanks so much for calling me in, and it's the beginning of good things there, being able to finally get in on the Maritime Net. I'm sorry I missed the exercise handshake last night. I usually try to check in at least through TMR, but anyway, Christmas. The Christmas party was calling there, so we had to partake. So anyway, I'm hoping everyone has a great rest of the week. A Happy New Year to all, and thanks again, Jim, for a great job. I'm really enjoying listening to the net. The VE9SCH, I'll be clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Scott. Good to hear you in there. Thanks very much for taking part there. And yeah, the system works good now. That you're sounding really well there, coming from the home there. So take care, and we'll be chatting again there for sure. 7-3 for now. Let's go into Fredericton and see Dennis. VE1 Tango United, VE1JBL. Good evening, Dennis.
VE1JBL. This is VE1 Tango United. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all on the net. I'm in the Fredericton area. Quite warm here, and not a sign of snow. So we had a green Christmas. And I guess we're going to get some freezing rain tonight. So I wish everybody a Happy New Year, and back to net control. This is VE1 Tango United.
Yeah, okay, very good, Dennis. Good on everything, and thanks very much for taking part in the net there tonight. And you've been a regular all year, so thanks again. 7-3, and have yourself a good one. Okay, let's go see Malcolm up in Hanwell. VE9 Mike Oscar, VE1JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE9 Mike Oscar. Yes, just hanging out here in the shack. First time in a long time. I haven't got down here lately with work and whatnot. So I thought I'd check in at having a little time off with Christmas. Allotted me a little bit more time. So anyway, thanks for doing the net there, Jim, and hopefully you have a good new year and happy holidays, everyone. VE9MO73.
The Fusion Net from VE9NA.
VE9NA, VE1JBL. I do have you on the list there. Just stand by. And yeah, very good, Malcolm. Good and everything there. Just going back to my list here where I was here. So yeah, good, Malcolm. Good and everything. Thanks very much for coming in there, and all the best there for sure. 7-3 for now. Hey, let's go into Irishtown and see Gordon. VE9GC, VE1JBL. VE9 Golf Charlie, VE9 GC, VE1 JBL. Gordon, come on in there. I'm not sure if you're having problems or not there. I see the other call sign coming up here too, so you may have a different radio you're using there. But we'll try and get you in there. VE9 GC, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, V1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net, V9 GC. Well, I wasn't sure what was going on because I heard a couple of other stations in there and didn't hear you call me in at all, so other people were giving their reports to you. So anyway, before I go any further, are you able to copy me over?
Yeah, absolutely, Gordon. Coming in loud and clear now. And I did see another call sign come up, VE1 CEL. I've got that marked down here too. But, yeah, I got you in here, but you're not coming up with your call sign really. You're just coming up with, oh my goodness, what was it? FT991A, I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Jim. I'll go back in and change that. We had to reset this thing about 2 or 3 times the other day because of some problems. So it seems it didn't grab the call sign again. So we'll put that back in. Thank you. Appreciate it for you letting me know that. No particular traffic. I'm sorry I wasn't able to check in. I wanted to try and do the WinLink thing there last night, both the P2P and the straight WinLink mail into exercise handshake, but my company didn't leave till after 8 o'clock at night, and then I had dishes to do, so radio took second fiddle last night. Anyway, thanks for doing that, and we'll try that again sometime. Showing 2 degrees here and overcast, and with that, we'll turn it back to you, sir, and I'll set up my call sign one more time. VE1 JBL, VE9 GC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Yeah, no problem at all there. Just wanted to let you know there. And good on everything. So take care. Thanks very much for coming in, and sure to appreciate it there. And we'll be chatting again there down the log here before too long there. And anytime you want to try a P2P or anything on WinLink, give me a call on the radio or email or something, Gordon, and we'll give it a whirl there for sure. Talk to you later. Okay, let's go back into Moncton and see Pat, VE1 JPR, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL on that, VE1 JPR. Good evening, Jim. Good evening, Gord, before me there, and everyone else on the net. Had a wonderful Christmas with the family. Granddaughter, she just loved all the gifts from Santa Claus. It was a lot of fun. So she'll be 7 here in about 3 weeks' time, roughly. So they grow up pretty fast, but it's always very fun and enjoyable. Hope everybody stays healthy and safe. We've got some weather coming on Friday. I would be prepared for power outages the way things have been going lately. One never knows. So 73 to all, and Merry Christmas. VE1 JPR.
Yeah, okay, very good, Pat. Good on everything there. Are you traveling at all this week on your job, Pat, or are you sticking close to home?
I have the week off for return to work next week, and so a well-deserved break, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, very good, Pat. Very good. Good on everything. Okay, very good. Thanks, Care. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Irishtown. I think Mike's in Irishtown. He didn't say portable, and there was a lot of noise in the background there. So I think it must be a family affair there. A VE9 MCA, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Mike, if you can hear me.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE9 MCA, sorry. Portable here, yeah. I came into my bedroom there. I was babysitting my 2-year-old grandson and my other grandson. They're 8 and 10 years old, so there was a lot of noise. Yeah, we were doing the packet station there for exercise handshake, and I noticed, Jim, that I only got the stations that were checking in through the VE1 AIC BBS. I only got them around 2:30 this afternoon, so that's why I was late getting the list to you. And I couldn't get on WinLink because my WinLink account has expired, so I have to re-register.
and I'm not really on HF, just on VHF, but I did not have, re-register for WinLink, so I didn't have time to do that. So, and yeah, we had a good crowd here, with 20 people for Christmas there with the family, and my daughter and her fiance was down from Edmonton, Alberta. So there was only one missing in the Sudbury area, so they didn't come down because I think they're going to try to sell their house in the spring and maybe move back down here. So they decided to stay over there. But yeah, we had to cook a turkey and a ham, so be sure everybody had enough to eat. So that said, thanks for doing the net there, Jim. Thanks for calling me in. Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year, because the next net will be in the year 2024. And I believe I will be doing the next one there, the first of the year. So hopefully everybody will check in. So 7-3, have a great week, and stay safe. VE1JBL, VE9MCA Portable.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike, and everything, going in the bedroom there to get away from the noise. no problem at all. Or yeah, good in the WinLink. By the way, yeah, well, we hope to have WinLink going every month now for Exercise Handshake, and of course with Neil Hughes going to do the classes online starting in January, that we're hoping after those classes are done that we'll have quite a few more on the WinLink, and maybe we'll even have a weekly check-in net for WinLink, but we'll see how that goes down the road. But we did have 15. I was surprised last night that we had 15 check-ins on WinLink, and so that worked out well there last night, Mike, so good and everything. And I did get your report on the packet there, too, so good on that. Very good. Thanks, Mike, and thanks very much for helping out all year there with the net, and Happy New Year to you and your family. And yes, you are up first. I guess I'm Father Time doing the last one of the year, and you're the New Year's baby doing the first one of the year, so there you go. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Buck Tush and see Nelson, VE9NA, VE1JBL.
Yeah, okay, fine, Jim. Good evening to you and everybody else that can hear me, and wish you a Happy New Year as well. I thought it was my turn a few minutes ago, and I doubled with somebody there. But anyway, hopefully that everything went well. Not much to add besides that. I'll say good evening to Mike and Paul and everybody else that can hear me. And we'll turn it back to you, Jim. VE1JBL with the Fusion Net from VE9NA. Back to you, Jim.
Yeah, okay, very good, Nelson. Good to hear you on there. You're sounding great there, coming through the mountain repeater there. So good stuff, and thanks very much for checking in on the net there. 7-3 for now. And the last station I have, he came up here when Gordon was coming in, and I don't have a VE1 CEL. I do have a VE9 CEL. But anyways, I did see a CEL come up here, so I'll just go with the CEL. I know there's a station with Charlie Echo Lima in it. Come on in.
Good evening, Jim. Yeah, I was trying to get in there, and I wasn't able to get in there. Are you copying me, or?
Yes, I am, Charles. You probably just got stepped on there, but no, I got you in there now. So come on in and give us a report there from the Cocan area.
Okay, yeah, I'm just using the FT3D with the FT2B node there, so it's probably not the strongest, I guess. But I guess you could count me in as another one who received COVID for Christmas, and actually I received it on the 22nd, which is my birthday. So, yeah, it was a non-eventful Christmas, because go anywhere. I had planned to go see my father in Edmonton, but that fell through. So anyway, we're recovered now, and tonight I was just catching up on the football, so I finally caught up from all the games we saw on Sunday, and I'm ready for what's happening tomorrow. So, anyway, nothing else to report, so I'll pass back to you, Jim. V1 JBL, V9.
VE9 CEL, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Charles. Good on everything there, and good on the COVID. Yeah, it seems to be going around again there. Yeah, good on the sports. Yeah, me too, Charles. Matter of fact, I got up early this morning and watched the football game, Baltimore and San Francisco. And yesterday I watched Kansas City and who were they playing? I forget now who they were playing. They beat them anyways. So I watched that game yesterday, and today I watched 4 hockey games. So I saw all the junior games today here. So anyways, yeah, it's a great time of the year for sports, that's for sure. So anyways, that's good, good and everything. Of course, NHL will start back up tomorrow. I think Montreal is in Columbus. I think tomorrow night there. So I'll have to try and catch that if it's on the sports channels there tomorrow night. Anyways, very good for coming in there tonight. Thanks, Charles, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. I thought I saw Bert come in there, so before I go for stations outside the Maritimes, Bert, were you trying to get in there? VE9. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Lost your call sign already, Bert. From up in Edmonton. VE. Come on in.
Well, good evening, everyone. I tried many times, but I guess it's some are very quick on the button. Not much to report. Was a +4 here in Edmonton today. Overcast. No sun, but the wind changed side, so we didn't have any precipitation. Last night till this afternoon, the wind was on the wrong side to get precipitation, but now it's towards the east, so we shouldn't have any precipitation. On this, Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe anyway, and be careful for that COVID. Wash your hands. Wash your hands, and at the most, if you have a little something, well, wear the mask again. And that's about it from Edmonton. Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bert. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight there, and yeah, everybody wash their hands, that's for sure. One way to help that cause there, so very good. Thanks, Bert, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, we've completed one round of Maritime provinces, so let's go outside the Maritimes and see who we can track down here. I'm sure Francis is out there someplace. So any stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA 6FP.
Victor Echo 1, Whiskey India November in the state of Maine.
Okay, I got 2 stations so far. I got VA6FP and VE1WIN/Whiskey1. Maybe I'm not sure how they say that over there on the main side there. But anyway, so I got two stations. Any other station from outside the Maritimes? I would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. This is your time. Go ahead. And with that silence, we're going to bring in Francis. And how did Christmas go out in Wainwright, Alberta there, Francis? VA6FP, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL from VA6FP in Wainwright, Alberta. Good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone back home in the Maritime. My God, it's nice to hear the voices coming this way. And this system is incredible, and everything is so clear. Christmas was fantastic. With grandkids that almost wore me down, and I do mean it. I was probably in bed about 9 o'clock because we had started early in the morning, and it was go, go, go all day. We had a grand old time. Spent most of the day today in the shack. I have my second hobby here also set up in the shack, and that's model railroading. So I've been busy breaking in a new engine that I got for Christmas. So we've been down here pretty well all afternoon and enjoying, like I said, enjoying the other hobby. Got up to a plus 5 degrees today. We had a low overnight, which actually was this morning, about -9, and still no precipitation in the forecast for the next 7 days. Oh boy. So if you guys ever want to get rid of some snow or some rain, you could please send it out here into Alberta because we could sure use some. It is terribly, terribly dry. If this doesn't improve by spring, we're going to be in real trouble. Other than that, I've been enjoying some great company, lots of food, maybe too much, so I won't dwell on that just in case a certain physician might be listening in. I'm in enough trouble as it is. And we want to wish everyone back home in the Maritimes, especially you, Jim, a very happy New Year. Thank you so much for doing this net, and it's always great to like I say, to hear the voices coming back from Maritimes, Canada. It makes me homesick, but we've already booked our tickets to be coming home again in July, so we're going to be in New Brunswick in July for 10 days, picking up the sister and brother-in-law, bringing them back here because they've never seen Alberta or the mountains, and we're going to take them, of course, through the usual tourist traps and down to Dinosaur Valley and all those good places there, and a couple of the zoos and that. So I guess we've got to keep it short here. I got to get back upstairs because the XYL is going to think I passed away. Again, 7-3 all around. Wishing everyone a good New Year. Do take care. VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP.
VA6FP from VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Francis. Good and everything. And yeah, everything is dry down here, Francis. And I've already, well, I don't know if you've noticed it on the news there, but Australia is burning up already. They've had temperatures over 40 degrees in most of the country, and they have several bushfires going already. So if that's any indication, and the whole country, nobody has snow as of yet. So like you say, if we don't get any snow here, things are going to be so dried out that we're going to be in worse trouble than we were last year or the past year. So hopefully we'll get some before spring comes. That's for sure. Anyways, good and everything, Francis. Yeah, and hopefully you'll have a good time when you get back home here. And yeah, when you go back out and you take your in-laws and outlaws with you, I'm going to pack a suitcase and hide in with you, because I love to go back out and see the Rockies again. I love the Rockies. I love them all the time. And going up to all the different areas, Lake Louise and up to Banff and everything. Yeah, nothing like it in the whole world, that's for sure. Anyways, take care, Francis, and have yourself a great evening, and Happy New Year to you and your family out there, 7-3 for now. Okay, and Peter, you were just in the hospital. What are you doing down in Maine? VE1WIN, VE1JBL.
Yeah, I'm over here, Jim, taking my ham radio course for the America side. I'm going to get a license here in the United States, so just want to say hello to the group there, and 7-3 for now. Have a great evening, all.
Yeah, okay, very good, Peter. So where are you staying at over there?
I am in East Machias at a good friend of mine's place. I've known him for 20 years. So staying at one of his cabins here. He's got like 5 cabins he rents out in the summer, but nobody rents them in the wintertime because he's off the, well, I shouldn't say he's off the grid, but he's way back in the woods. So there you go. All right, Jim, have a good evening. We're going to be clear and getting back to studying.
Yeah, okay, very good, Peter. Good everything there, and good luck on the test in the state side there. Just get yourself an American caller, too, so very good. Have yourself a great 87.3 for now. Okay, we've done one round of the Maritimes and one round outside the Maritimes, so let's start round 2. It is 5 after 8 here, so let's start round 2. We'll get it over to Prince Edward Island. Any late stations, any stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? Second round. Stations from PEI. Go ahead, please. Okay, nothing heard from PEI, so we'll go into Nova Scotia. Second round, stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Stations from Nova Scotia. Second round. Go ahead, please.
VE1HUL. VE1CT Portable.
Victor Echo 1, Delta, Sierra, Sierra, portable.
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor.
Okay, I got 4 stations so far. I have VE1HUL, VE1CT, VE1DSS, and VE1KEB. Second round from Nova Scotia. Second round from Nova Scotia. Anybody from Nova Scotia wants to check in the net? Go ahead, please.
Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra.
Victor Echo 1, Tango Whiskey Hotel.
Okay, I got a few more stations there. I have VE1DES, VE1JCH, hi John, and VE1TWH, Tom. So very good. Okay, let's go to the top of the list here, and we'll go into Truro. And maybe let me see now, VE1HUL, VE1JBL. Maybe you're in Truro Heights. I thought Scott was, but he told me he was in Bible Hero. So Dave, come on in, VE1HUL, VE1JBL.
Well, good evening, Jim, and all those on the net. VE1HUL, Dave here in Truro, not Truro Heights, Truro. If you're familiar with Truro and you know where Victoria Park is, we live less than a 5-minute walk east of the swimming pool at Victoria Park. So we've got a 1,000-acre playpen in the backyard, basically. So, but yeah, I had hoped to check into the WinLink thing there last night, but unfortunately I was on the road and didn't get it done. I did manage to check into Operation or Exercise Handshake on the radio while I was on the road, but maybe next time we'll get in on the WinLink side of it. But by the sound of it, it went over well, and I'm glad to hear that, and hopefully it'll be an ongoing thing. And I'd like to try the peer-to-peer at some point in time when somebody's doing it and I happen to be around, and got a moment or two, but we'll work on that down the road as well. Anyways, a pretty easy day here today. Just redesigning the shack a bit. Got a new monitor for my laptop. Went from the 15-inch laptop screen to a 27-inch screen, so a slight difference there. And so we're adjusting to make that fit into the space where it is. But anyways, that's about it from Truro. So we'll turn it back to you, Jim, and everybody hope you had a great Christmas, and everybody have a great New Year. VE1HUL, back to standby. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good, Dave. Good and everything there, and yeah, we did miss you there last night. I know John took all the stations on the on one side. I took the peer-to-peer contacts last night. I got three last night on peer-to-peer, which was really good. And he got a dozen. He got a dozen on the other side there, using the gateways and the HF and RF, and they even had a couple of Telnet ones come in there. So. But anyways, it worked out good, 15 contacts altogether, and there's 37 on the list that I have now, 37 AMs interested in the WinLink. And, of course, they'll all probably be taking part in the classes coming up in January there, so online classes there. So it seems to be coming around there, Dave, so it's all working out. Anytime you want to try peer-to-peer, just give me a call on the radio here, Dave, and we can set it up and make it work there for sure. So no problem at all there. Anyways, thanks very much for coming in, and have yourself a great evening, and 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Berwick. New Minus. Let's go down to New Minus and see Robert, the VE1CT, VE1JBL, and you probably thought you moved, that you didn't know anything about it, Robert. Go ahead.
VE1JBL, VE1CT portable. Good evening to you. My good friend and everyone else on frequency. Oh, boy. Yeah. I had the radio on, and you're already in the middle of the first round for Nova Scotia. So, just, sat on the balcony for a few minutes listening, and it's cool, damp, and of all things, fog. And we had quite heavy fog yesterday as well. I know, it kind of makes the days short and very glum looking, that's for sure. It doesn't help towards any type of positive mental mood, that's for sure. Hi. Can't think of anything else, Jim. Look forward to everyone checking in tomorrow morning with the Maritime 2-meter wake-up net. Pass back to you, Jim, and everyone. Have yourselves a great and safe Wednesday evening there, and Happy New Year coming up to you there. VE1JBL, VE1CT portable, 7-3.
VE1CT, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Robert. Good and everything there, and good to have you on board there tonight. And I'll wish you a happy New Year too. And Robert is one of our net controllers. So again, Robert, thanks very much for helping out in the net control duties this past year. And I've already sent you out the schedule there for next year. And nothing has really changed at all there. But anyways, I'm sure you got the new schedule there. Any problems, I'll let me know. But thanks again for doing the net this year and filling in when we needed you a couple of times there. So we've solved that problem. We moved you up to the second spot instead of the third week, and that should solve all the problems. So there you go. Thanks again, Robert, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Andy Ganesh and see Craig. VE1DSS, VE1JBL. And how's the repeater working now, Craig? Go ahead.
Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing that, Jim. Yeah, we've got I got a loaner DR1X in a repeater site, put it in Christmas Day, actually, and it's working very, very well. I think there was a problem with the original one for quite some time. It had been quite stressed where it was the last time. Other big news is we do have a DR2X ordered and coming in for the site, and we have a new project where we'll move the original DR1X. So good things coming in the new year for sure. And other than that, we still got some snow here. We did have a white Christmas. It was pretty good. Wife is not happy with the snow, but it is what it is. It is slowly going. And then we've got a freezing rain warning, so could be getting a mess for sure. Nothing further from here. We'll say 7-3 from now, and we'll chat soon. VE1DSS.
The VE1DSS, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Craig. Good and everything there. And the new repeater, the X2. Yeah, excellent, excellent. And hopefully you got down the sale price that they have. I don't know if the sale is still on or not, Craig. Was it on sale through Yaesu USA or not? Over.
Yes, it was. It's $700 American. It's good. The sale's good till I believe the 24th of March. We put our order in, and within a day or so, they got right back to us saying that we qualified. And the date that they're going to hopefully ship it out is the 17th of January. So good that way. The other one, we've got a government site looked at halfway between here and Truro. So fill in a few gaps up through there. Still tentative, but we'll give you more information as it comes to us.
Yeah, very good, Craig. Well, it all seems to be coming together. I'm glad you got on the sale price because I don't know, for everybody out there that's listening there, to get it through Radio World or get it in Canada and is $3,000. To get it through the United States through the Yaesu program is $700 US. Even with the exchange and the ship and the duty, you're saving almost $2,000 by buying the repeater through the States. So that's what we did. That's what most people have done with their repeaters is bought it through the USA deals that they had through USA Yaesu. So very good. I'm glad you got on the sale price there for sure, Craig. Anyways, very good. Thanks, and keep me updated there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go to Emerson. See Kevin. VE1KEB. VE1JBL, and I'm sure Santa must have showed up. And any amateur radio gear in the Pictons there, Kevin?
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. VE1JBL for the Fusion Wednesday Night Fusion Net. VE1KEB. Very good evening, and good evening to Craig going out the door, and good evening to all on the net there this evening. Good crew there for sure. I've been with you there from the start pretty much, and thought we'd wait until closer to the end there to check in. Anyway, yeah, no amateur radio stuff. No new stuff from Santa this year. Be some New Year's 2024 stuff, I'm sure, coming in here soon. And anyway, we'll have to wait and see there for sure. But anyway, yeah, sorry I missed you guys last night as well. We were in Moncton there for our turkey dinner up at Judy's sister's place there. We were up there most of the afternoon, and we didn't get home here till, I don't know, it was after 9, so last night. So then we were working. We had to go to work today, so that was fun there for sure. Anyway, I think that's about all. Hopefully you and Wendy had a great Christmas there, and of course have a happy New Year's there as well. And hopefully we'll check with you there next time on the WinLink. Thanks, Jim, for doing that. And 7-3. Have a great rest of the night there, and a good rest of the week there for sure. And then again, you and Wendy have a happy New Year's. V1JBL, V1KEB.
V1KEB, V1JBL. Okay, very good, Kevin. Yeah, you guys have a great New Year's too, and have a bottle of pop. We'll both share a bottle of pop. How does that sound, Kevin? And we'll toast in the New Year there for sure. So very good and everything there, and no problem on the WinLink. And like I say, that was just a test last night, but even just a test, we had 15 check-ins, so it all went very well there. And I'm sure once Neil starts his classes there in January. Like I say, I have 37 people signed up here, so I'm sure we'll have some more WinLink stations coming in there for sure. Very good. Thank you very much, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's all go all the way down to Yarmouth and see Dawn. VE1DES, VE1JBL. Good evening, Dawn, and I'm 100% sure there's no snow down in your area. Go ahead.
Yeah, V1JBO, absolutely right. We had a green, muddy Christmas, and looks like it'll be that way for a few days anyhow. Even I think up until the New Year's. Might turn a little bit nasty and colder then, but right now, been green. So I hope everybody had a fine Christmas, and I hope New Year's even better than the last one. Back to you, Jim, V1JBL, V1DES.
Yeah, okay, very good, John. Thanks very much for coming in there. And yeah, I was 100% sure you weren't going to have any snow down there, so there you go. So anyways, take care. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight, and the 7-3 for now. Okay, let's come out to Tignish. And my neighbor, only 2 kilometers down the road here, and I haven't heard of him in quite a while, so he must be feeling better. So, John, very good evening, and thanks very much for checking into the net tonight. VE1JCH from VE1JBL. VE1JCH. John, VE1JCH, VE1JBL. Come on in. Okay, you must have had to step aside there, so I'll take in Tom down in Bedford. Tom, VE1TWH, VE1JBL. Very good evening.
Oh, good evening, Jim. VE1JBL, VE1TWH. That was handy last night, being able to check in via WinLink. My parents and kids are over for turkey dinner, so we were tied up during the net, so it was nice to be able to send a quick note off and via backdoor and get set up. Looking forward to the sessions they're starting on Sundays as well. That should be pretty good. Let's see, what did we get for Christmas? Oh, I was a good boy, and Santa did bring a new 30 amp power supply. So far the year's looking good. That's about it for me, Jim. And back to you, sir. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to all those on net. VE1JBL, VE1DWH.
Yeah, okay, very good, Tom. Good on everything there, and good on Santa bringing you the power supply, 30 amps. So that's a good one. That's a good one. So that'll get you rolling there for sure. So good stuff. Thanks, Tom, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. And 7-3 for now. Okay, before we go into New Brunswick for a second round, I'll call in John again. VE1JCH, VE1JBL. You on there, John? And nothing heard from VE1JCH. Okay, let's go into New Brunswick. Second round from New Brunswick. Anybody like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net from the province of New Brunswick? This is your time. Go ahead, please.
No. Echo Alpha.
VE9AI.
E9 Delta Charlie Delta.
Okay, I got 3 stations there so far. I have VE9 VEA, VE9 AI, and VE9 DCD. Anybody else from New Brunswick, or anybody that I missed from New Brunswick? This is the second round, so stations from New Brunswick. Go ahead, please. Okay, nothing heard. Top of the list, and we'll go with Vern. VE9 VEA, way up there in Trackety, Shiloh. VE1JBL, come on in.
VE1 JBL Wednesday night. Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on the frequency there for sure. Well, Jim, we almost forgot about the net. And didn't realize till I heard my node radio beeping in there that there was something going on, so went to check on it, and there the net was going. So we've been riding along with you, though, pretty early.
it was pretty early that I discovered that the net was on. And then I was going to go in and try to shut the beep up for the third time. And it's got it on the receive and send. It's got a beep. And you can hear it all over the place. So I did that 3 times. It'll be the third time I tried to shut it off. I'm going in the right place and it's coming up right and it doesn't shut off. I put it on off in the menu and it's not shutting the beep off. So we'll get that one maybe figured out tomorrow. The trouble is you got to have people using the bloody system to know if you get the beep shut off. So have to wait till somebody's on the system before I try to shut the beep off. Okay, Jim, fine net you got going there for sure. And we want to take this opportunity to wish everybody good evening and a great wake-up call tomorrow. 732-88 is the latest special good evening scanner listeners. We'll turn it back to you, VE1 JBL, Wednesday night Fusion Net Control. Thanks for doing the net, Jim, and thanks for calling us in one more time, putting up before us just one more time. Hopefully we'll be around again next week to aggravate the airways a little bit more. 7-3, everybody, 7-3, Jim. A very happy and prosperous, joyous New Year to you and Wendy, Jim, and all the best in 2024. There you go. Anyhow, Jim, oh yeah, throw this one in. Had a good experience today. I phoned a girl, she got a girl now, a woman, I guess. That was my, oh man, will they not phone at this time? Anyhow, I phoned a woman today that was my babysitter when I was quite young. Now, can you imagine? I'm 80 years old, and I'm still talking to a former babysitter. She's 88 now, so she sounded fantastic, though. 7-3, everybody, 7-3, Jim, bye-bye.
The V9, VE8, VE1, JBL. Okay, very good, very good and everything. Yeah, I had to chuckle about that one. It's not very often at that age you're going to find your babysitter for sure there. So very good, good stuff. Well, I'm glad you got in touch with her there, and hopefully you had a good conversation there. So great stuff. Very good, Vern. Thanks very much, and all the best for you in the new year too. Happy New Year, and we'll be chatting with you there for not too long down the log there for sure. So 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Fredericton and see Gary, VE9AI, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, Net Control, VE9AI, Gary and Fredericton. Good evening to one and all, and Happy New Year to one and all. Not much new here, Jim. I had over the holidays, I had some stomach flu or something there, but kind of interrupted things. But anyway, we're feeling better now, so there's a lot of that going around, I guess. So anyway, other than that, not much new or exciting, I guess, since the storm there. So everything's pretty well cleaned up now, so ready for the next one. Very good. We'll pass it back to Net Control, VE1 JBL, VE9 AI.
VE9AI, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Gary. Good and everything there. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight there, and thanks for taking part throughout the year there. So all the best for the new year, and 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to St. Quentin and see Dennis, VE9 DCD, VE1 JBL. Good evening.
VE1 GBL, VE9 DCD. Good evening, Jim. No traffic here in St. Quentin, like you said. It's Denny from St. Quentin. So it's not often that I can get here on the net during these hours because almost time I'm playing badminton with my son at this time. So it's been a pleasure to be part of your net, Jim, and congrats for the 4 years. That everything is going on, so best 73 and best wishes for the next years, and hope to
get on the net more often. So that's 7-3 and 7-3 to all the major frequency. VE1GBL, V9DCD.
Yeah, okay, very good, Dennis. Good, everything there, and thanks very much for coming in there. And I hopefully we'll hear you more often there. I know I haven't seen the St. Quentin repeater coming in here very often lately, so it's nice to see that one on the list here tonight. There of our 29 nodes that are tied in here tonight. There, so I appreciate that node coming in there tonight. There, so great to hear you in there. Anyways, that's it from here. Thanks very much for coming in, and thanks for taking part in that there, 7-3 for now. Okay, so we've completed 2 rounds of the Maritimes, and we've done outside the Maritimes. What we're going to do now is we're just going to open it up for anybody, anywheres. Anybody, anywheres. I would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. It's the last net of the year, the last net of 2023. So stations from anywheres, inside or outside the Maritimes. I would like to check in the net before we close. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Papa Sierra recheck.
Hi, Peter. Come on in with recheck there. VE1PS, VE1JBL.
Yeah, just quickly, if VE1DSS is still online, copy the comments on the updates to the recently installed repeater, and more to come. Anyway, wondering if he's still online, and if so, I can maybe give him my email address and ask him to reach out to me.
Yeah, no problem at all, Peter. Craig, VE1DSS, VE1JBL. Are you still online there, Peter? VE1PS is looking for you. I'm not hearing him, Peter, but I can give you his email address if you like. I can email it to you.
That would be brilliant, sir. Why don't you drop it to me on WinLink? Either or. It would be great. And thanks for running the net, Jim. Another brilliant job done. VE1PS.
I will do that, Peter, and I'll even try and send it by HF RF. Without having to go through Telnet, I'll try and send it through the HF. I'm sure it'll go. So I'll get you that after the day is over. So very good, Peter. Thanks again for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, before we close, any late check-ins from anywheres inside or outside the Maritimes before we close for the last Maritime Fusion Net for 2023. Late check-ins. Go ahead, please. Nothing heard. We're going to make this the last call. This will be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. The last call for the last net of 2023. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Anybody from anywhere, go ahead, please. Okay, and with that silence, we're going to close the net at 8:34 local time. I want to thank everybody for checking in here tonight. We had 35, 36, 37, 39 check-ins tonight here. So very good. And of course, we want to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight, and of course over the year. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.maarc.ca. That's www.mikealpha-alpha-romeo-charlie.ca, and click on Club Activities/Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1JBL, Jim Open, Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, signing off. Good night, all, and everybody, Happy New Year, and all the best for 2024. This is VE1JBL, clear.